storm. Team Meteorologist Jacob Woods. Jacob, how's it looking throughout the night?
Well, for the rest of tonight, only a handful of us going to see some showers and storms, but most of us are going to be drying things out. And then it is one of those weeks where each and every day over the next 7 days, we do need to keep the rain gear, the umbrella with us. It wouldn't be a bad idea to just throw it in the back seat for a week like this. Odds are every single day you're going to see maybe a quick shower or storm, and then some of you may go 3-4 days in a row without any rain at all. So that's just the nature of what the weather looks like at this time of the year here in the deep south. But one thing that's a little bit abnormal is that we're seeing some relatively cooler air working its way into the region, and that's going to be with us at least through the first few days of this week. It is all thanks to a little wedging effect, some shallow, cool air being trapped at the surface on the eastern side of the Appalachian Mountains. We've got winds kind of shoving that up against the mountains. Of course, that acts like a barrier, can't push it any further west, and so it's forced to go into North Georgia, eventually into central Alabama when our surface winds are coming out of the east. And thanks to this area of low pressure over the coast right here to our south, it's keeping our winds coming directly in from the easterly direction. And that cooler pocket of air has been mostly concentrated over North Georgia, but because of that wind direction, we're getting a little bit of it kind of advecting and transporting into us locally. So throughout the day, it's been around 10 to 15 degrees warmer in Birmingham than it was in Atlanta. And even here at this 10 o'clock hour, about a 4-degree temperature difference and even some upper 50s being found in the green contours here up in the higher elevations of North Carolina. So a bit abnormal to see this, but we do see it ever so often throughout the warmer months. And even where we have the cooler temperatures, we have a little bit of a breeze. You notice that was kind of pushing across from east to west throughout the region this evening, and it made it feel a whole lot better outside. Still winds around 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusting up to around 20 at times. Where that gradient is, the kind of leading edge of that wedge of cooler air, is where there's been a lot of moisture kind of streamed out today, and that's been all really thanks to that moisture gradient that's set up. And we do still have a good bit of cloud cover even behind that area of rain, but where we do see the bulk of the cloud cover, we are not really seeing a whole lot of rainfall at the moment. Temperatures are in the upper 60s to lower 70s. Just one rogue little shower and storm here just to the west of Tuscaloosa, and we do still have this aerial flood advisory for South Tuscaloosa County, northern portions of Hale County for about the next 15 minutes or so, kind of right there along Highway 69. So for that neighborhood forecast tonight, a cool start, one of the cooler mornings that we've had since spring. When you wake up tomorrow morning, could get down to 65 in Oxford, around 69 in Greensboro, 67 for you waking up in Clanton, and for us here in Birmingham, around 68 degrees, some mid-60s for both Gadsden and Anniston. So cooler for eastern Alabama and warmer start to our day over western Alabama. That's going to be the case going into the afternoon tomorrow as well. First off, let's get you out the door on your Monday. It's going to be a cloudy start, maybe a few sprinkles over eastern Alabama. That's going to be the region that stands the better threat for some rain and storms throughout the afternoon. But notice most of us are going to be on the drier side of things, but temperatures here at 6 p.m. are still going to be in the 70s for most of us. So it is going to be just a refreshing start to our day and end to the day tomorrow as well. That cooler air mass located in North Georgia kind of helping stream its way into central Alabama. High temperatures in the upper 70s, and even on Tuesday, still a little bit on the comfortable side in the lower to middle 80s, and then we do rebound closer to normal once we get towards the end of the week. But take a look at this. Some of our higher elevations tomorrow afternoon may struggle to get out of the 60s here in the first week of August, so can't really get much better than that. Unfortunately, though, the upper 80s and 90s return as soon as next weekend. Sydney?
Still ahead on this